Her kitchen is where the magic is made.
Hello there, welcome to my channel or welcome back. I'm Holly, your friendly neighborhood carnivore, and I am so happy you could join me today. So today's video is going to be one of those hit or miss with people because today we are going to have another sardine video. So we've got a little tin of fish here and this is what we're going to be working with. So a few weeks ago, I noticed that the Carnivore Bar had a nice little video showing some crispy fried sardines. And I thought it looked really good, but I am not the biggest fan of pork rinds so much anymore. But then after seeing that video, I had a friend on X, Matt. He decided to ask me if I've tried this. And I have not tried this yet. And then I started thinking, you know, I don't have to necessarily use pork rinds. There's other options for breading here. So today I am going to be trying some beautiful, golden, delicious, crispy sardines, just the way Crystal made them, using pork panko. I've got my pork rinds already ground up here. But because I've kind of been off pork rinds lately, they haven't, really pork in general hasn't really been doing it for me. I have been having pork rinds lately and I've kind of got my taste back for them, but they're not my favorite anymore. So in addition to trying some in the pork panko, I'm also going to try some in some beef flour. Now you can make your own. This, honestly, they don't even sell these in this jar anymore. This is really old, but it's dry, so I figure it's fine to still use. But I need to go ahead and use it anyway. So I've got some beef flour here, which is just dehydrated beef that has been blended up into a nice fine powder for your flour. So I will be trying some dredged in this. And then I have got some beef gelatin and I figured why not dredge some in some beef gelatin and see how that turns out. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. Let's start playing. I guess I better put an apron on because if you are frying up some sardines in oil, they have a lot of water stored in them and I don't want to be spattered all over the place. So I'm going to get my apron on and we are going to get started. Let's get to playing in the kitchen. I've got about 2 tablespoons of tallow heating up over medium heat on the stove. And then I'm getting a paper towel so I am ready for my sardines. I'm going with the Great Value brand from Walmart. This is my preferred sardine for this recipe because they tend to be a little bit bigger and a bit more firm than most sardines. They don't quite fall apart as easily as other brands. I'm going to drain my tin of sardines and then I'm going to place them on the paper towel to dry them out. And then I'm going to realize that maybe 2 tins of sardines would be better than 1 here. Get another paper towel out so you can pat them dry on top, and then we're going to set this aside as we get our other ingredients. Here I've got a container for my egg yolk. If I were just doing the 1 tin of sardines, I would just stick with the 1 egg yolk. However, since I've switched to 2, I'm going to go ahead and add a second yolk in there so I have plenty. I'm going to sprinkle a bit of seasoned salt right into my egg yolk here and just mix that around a little bit. Then I've got my bowls of breading. So this one on the left is the pork panko, the one in the middle is the beef gelatin, and this one over here is the beef flour. My tallow is heating up nicely, and this is actually just some tallow that I had left over from some burger patties. We're not getting fancy around here. I'm going to start breading my sardines. Start by coating the sardine in the egg yolk. And then you're going to dip it in the breading of your choice. Make sure you get it coated on all sides. I'm going to go ahead and repeat this process, one for each different type of breading. And then we are going to toss these suckers into the hot tallow. These are going to cook just a few minutes on each side until they are golden and crispy. While this is cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and prep the rest of my sardines so I can have them ready to fry up once these come out. And don't judge me here for using my Frankenstein spatula. I know it's not Halloween, but I have a million different holiday spatulas and they never get used at the right time anyways. And the frying is done and I'm pulling out the last of the sardines now. They look absolutely beautiful and I am going to sprinkle them with some seasoned salt and then we can enjoy. Okay, so we have got our lovely flight of crispy sardines. So we've got the ones breaded in pork panko, the ones breaded in beef flour, and the ones breaded in beef gelatin. I am excited to see how crispy these things are. Let's see, I guess we will start with the original being the pork panko. I'll go with this one because it was done earlier and it's not gonna be super hot. Okay. That actually is really, really good. It's crispy and crunchy. Even though it's using the pork panko, I'm not tasting pork rinds. It doesn't taste all pork rindy. And it's very mildly of fish. It reminds me more of a fish stick. You know how mild fish sticks are? It's like a carnivore fish stick. Instead of eating sardines, it's more like a fish stick. It's crispy and crunchy, really good. Let's go with the beef one. Now I did season all of these with some seasoned salt. All right, so here's our one breaded in beef. The flavor is really good. It's not as crunchy though. So if you're going for that crunch, maybe don't go with the beef. All right, and then let's go with the beef gelatin. That's got some really good crunch to it. They all taste very, very much alike. I don't think, let me try that pork rind one again. Yeah, the flavor is very, very, flavor is very much the same across the board. So I'm gonna say it's gonna depend on what kind of crunch you like. So these ones that are done in the pork panko, they are a very crispy, crunchy, just like if you were to use real breadcrumb panko and breading it, that's the kind of crispy you're getting there. And then the one with the beef gelatin reminds me more of, not so much if you had the breading, but if you had made like a batter and dipped it in there and fried it, that's more of the crunch I get from there. I think if you really are wanting the crunch, but you kind of want a little bit more of the crumbly bit that you get from these, from the breading, but you're wanting to stick with beef, maybe use the beef gelatin. I'd probably like dredge it in beef gelatin and then back in the egg and then maybe back in the beef crumbs, because it is good. It still has the crumbly texture. It's just not as crispy crunchy as the pork panko. So I would say the pork panko and the beef gelatin are the best when it comes to the crispy crunch. I am surprisingly super impressed with this recipe. I really didn't think I was missing out, but since I was challenged to give it a try, that's what I did. And thank you, Matt, for asking about it and suggesting that, because this was amazing. I'm really glad I did this. I have been eating more sardines lately, so I'm really excited to have this in my bag of tricks when it comes to changing up the texture and flavor of the sardines. This was an absolute delight. I hope you enjoyed this little experiment today, and I hope you will want to go experiment on your own and have fun frying up some crispy sardines. These are amazing. I cannot wait to finish eating this plate of them. If you're interested in seeing what I eat every day on a carnivore diet, you can find me over on X or Instagram, where I post every single day what I am eating. While you are over there, I would love it if you would drop by and say, hey, I love to chit chat with you guys. But if you want to be quiet and just kind of sneak around and you're a little shy and you don't really want to strike up a conversation, that's fine. I'm good with that too. Before you go, please give me a like and don't forget to subscribe. It really helps me be able to reach more people with my videos. And that is what I am looking forward to doing, is finding all of those people out there that are looking for dairy-free carnivore recipes. I want to reach them, so please do what you can to help me out with the liking and the subscribing. And while you're at it, please leave me a comment. Let me know, are you a fan of sardines? What is your go-to way of preparing them? Are you one of those that is an all or nothing kind of person? You either eat all the sardines because you are doing a sardine challenge or a sardine fast, or are you I like to have a can of sardines every now and again kind of person? Personally, I've started eating about a can a day. I've either been having some sardines for breakfast or some sardines for lunch, and I enjoy them immensely. It pleases me to have something that is such a very, very cost-effective little meal that's very filling and that I actually enjoy, because honestly, if you had told me years ago that I would be eating cans of sardines, let alone for breakfast, I would have laughed in your face. But I have changed my ways and I love these little fishies, and I hope you will love them too. Cannot wait to see you guys next week. And until then, bye!
She's the friendly neighborhood carnivore with a talent for cooking up a meaty uproar. From juicy steaks to sizzling ribs galore, she'll have you coming back for more. Fellas, smash that like button. She's the carnivore cooking queen. On your screen, bringing the meaty scene. Come on over and join the team for a culinary dream.